Fuck judgments. Much like comparison, judgment is something we often do instinctively. We can and do make snap judgments about people for many reasons, but as this is the body chapter, that's what I'm focusing on here. We usually judge people based on two things. Number one, our own insecurities. For example, if you are insecure because you've got massive boobs that you always try to hide, and you see someone letting it all hang out, your instant reaction might be, oh, they shouldn't be wearing that. But if you had time to reflect, the ideal reaction to seeing someone making their own personal fashion choices would be more like, yes, look at them go. You have an insecurity. Welcome to the club. We all do. And that's totally fine. But projecting our insecurities onto other people isn't fine. Number two, because they challenge something that we tell ourselves. For example, you see someone running past your house at 6 a.m. and think, look at them running around in their fancy running gear, pretending that they actually like running. How smug. And when I say you, I actually mean me, because that was something I used to feel a lot. I told myself that running is too hard, running is for jerks, and anyone who buys nice running clothes is literally the worst. The people running past my house challenged me because, deep down, I knew I wanted to do it too, but couldn't be bothered. Judging people for doing something I told myself I couldn't do was easier than facing up to the fact that that is a huge lie. And now I love running. Life. What a wild ride. Judging people is just another way our brains are trying to keep us safe from facing up to our fears or pushing ourselves out of our comfort zones. But how do we actually stop projecting our insecurities around a particular thing? Ask yourself these questions to scrutinize your common judgments. How about we write them down? Things I find myself being judgmental about. I'll start. Runners. What could be triggering that reaction? Secret running jealousy. A different way of thinking about it. Good for them. Maybe I should try it. If you've been brought up to believe that people with tattoos are all evil, or that all people who wear sandals and socks are evil, or any of the infinite number of horrible things people are led to believe, then it might take time to turn off that reflex. But I promise you, you can do it, and you will feel much better for it. Judging people less allows more space in your life for things that are generally a lot more pleasant than criticizing others, which is basically most other things. This is the process. Stop projecting your insecurities around a particular thing. Feel the negativity around that thing slightly decrease. Feel less compelled to judge other people about that thing. Feel more like maybe if you aren't judging that thing in other people, maybe they aren't judging you about it either. Feel the insecurity gradually melt away. Spend more time being a badass. You are what you eat. No, you are so much more than what you decide to put in your body. Some ways of life, diets, or restrictions may really appeal to you and work well for you. Equally, you might try those things, and even though you really want them to be the perfect fit, you find that actually they make you feel like crap. I'm not going to presume that actually they make you feel like crap. I'm not going to presume to second-guess anything about your body, but deep down, you probably know if you've found your flow when it comes to food and drink, or if you could do with a bit of a change. Sobriety might be a non-negotiable for your physical and mental health, regardless of what your peers might think about it. Veganism might be an ethical decision based on your personal beliefs. Indulging in foods that other people think are too greasy, too fancy, or too childish might bring you joy. Intuitive eating might work perfectly for you, or you might prefer the structure of a nutritionally balanced weekly meal plan.